This interview is being video tape recorded. Today's date is May 19, 2022 at approximately 4:27 p.m. I'm Lieutenant Brad Heath with the Winter Springs Police Department. I'm conducting an interview with Officer William Preston at 300 North Moss Road, Winter Springs, Florida, 32708. Also present for the interview is Captain Kevin Preston. The investigation tracking number is AIU 2002022-03. Prior to this interview, there are several items you must be advised of. You are a subject officer of an investigation. The allegations are as follows. Code of Conduct, General Order 3.01. This is an administrative investigation, not a criminal investigation. Raise your right hand. Yep. You will be placed under oath and be sworn to your testimony. Under penalty of perjury, William Preston, do you swear and affirm that the statement you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You are further advised by law, any admission made by you during the course of this hearing, interrogation, or examination cannot be used against you in subsequent criminal proceedings, except for perjury and obstruction of justice. This undersigning hereby acknowledges that you understand and inform the above rights and responsibilities. Okay, I'm just going to let you start.
So, I was sitting at Trotwood Park. I can't remember the time. It was probably between like 2 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And I was on an app called Keek. It's basically it's like an app where you can like talk to people on video, chat, things of that nature. And I came across a woman, honestly, I forget her name, but it's the accuser. Came across her chat, got on there, started talking to her, had no idea who she is other than like her, I still can't remember her name, but the accuser and like her profile picture. So I click on it, start talking to her a little bit, and all that stuff, and I flash my penis on the chat, like less than like a second. Basically, I had my phone like this, and I think I did like this, and showed 1 second, and all that. Then we had talked on Keek PM, it's like a private messenger thing. Started talking to her on there. We exchanged, I think I gave her my Snapchat information. I had an original Snapchat that I used for my friends and family and all that. And then I had an actual, like, I guess you can say dummy Snapchat, like another Snapchat name that I used. Gave her that Snapchat. We started Snapchatting a little bit. Sent her pictures of my penis with my full Winter Springs garb on. Had it like this, pointed down. And I believe she had blocked me the first time. And I was like, okay. So I can't remember if it was the second night I was at work or was it immediately afterwards. I can't recall. But I did get back on Keek to try to make contact with her again. Made contact with her. I was like, well, we should like talk again. We should chat again. And then she finally gave in. It's like, yeah, sure. I think previously she either unfriended me or blocked me. I can't recall. But we established reconnection again. The second time we actually exchanged pictures, the second time we had talked, I sent pictures from my phone. She sent, or explicit pictures from my phone to her. She, in return, sent pictures of herself to me. Can I elaborate more on the pictures?
Sure.
I had some explicit photos of me that I sent to her, and she had sent me a video of herself. And then she sent a picture of her topless with some type of like knife. I don't know if it was like a switchblade knife or a butter knife, but she had it basically pressed against her playing with herself. At that point, every time again, this has been a stretch. This has been like an addiction thing for the past year and a half, and it's led to this moment. But I felt guilt, so I basically lessened my communications with her because I felt bad, felt like crap. And I can't recall if it was like a day or two later, but I noticed on Snapchat she had took screenshots of my name, like my Snapchat name, and I get notifications on that. So I get a notification showing that, hey, she screenshotted my like snap code or whatever, and then my name. And so I immediately started freaking out. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to block her or unfriend her. I forgot what I did. I think I actually blocked her. So I blocked her, and I still had the Kik app on my phone. And I got on there. She messaged me. I keep saying I can't recall so much, but I can't. But she sent me a message, something like, what the F, whatever. And then I immediately just got off Kik. I can't recall if I actually took it off my phone. I don't think I can't get on it anymore, which is great. Totally fine with that. And then I think a week later, or last Tuesday is when I got the notification from you guys that there was an investigation going on with me in regards to me sending explicit photos while on duty in my clearly marked patrol car in my uniform at Trotwood Park at like 2 to 4 o'clock in the morning.
You remember what date?
I can't recall the date. I can't, but it was while I was working.
So the 2 or 3 times that you did this was always when you were working? Because the first time you were talking about, you were talking on Kik.
Yes.
You've I guess quickly flashed your penis.
Yes.
And then you started doing the PM Instant Messenger. Is that
Yes.
all in the same time?
I believe that was, yes, it was all in the same time. And that's when I first gave her my Snapchat name.
Were you aware she was live streaming?
Yes.
So you know that, she has about 4,000 followers, and in this particular live stream, she had about 200 to 500 people
Yes.
that also saw you.
Yes.
Not just her.
Yes, I was aware.
And you're okay with that?
No, sir, I'm not.
Did you, going back, every time it's always been at work on duty in the patrol car with her, with this incident? Like it's never been when you're off duty or nothing like that?
I've been on Kik when I was off duty as well.
But these pictures that we have, this incident was when you're on duty.
Yes, in my uniform on duty.
Was there ever any exchange of money, anything talked about?
No.
No. Did she do that for money?
No.
No. What was the live stream about?
She was, from what I recall, she was at home on the couch or something, but that's all I can recall.
So what drove you just to go to her live stream?
I honestly don't know. I don't know. It's something that's hard to explain. It's just...
That's why we're here. Did you just randomly, you just search on Kik and then you just find somebody, if they're live streaming, then...
Yes. Basically, when you get on Kik, there's an online section, there's a news section, and there's I forget what the other section is. That I just clicked on her profile.
How many other times have you done this with other people?
Multiple.
While on duty?
I've been on Kik on duty many times. But I can't recall flashing my penis to anyone else but her, from what I recall.
Doing anything that you shouldn't be doing? Anything that would embarrass the city or the police department?
Just that incident with her, that was the only embarrassment.
You see our concern.
Yes.
This, not just you doing this, but also the safety aspect of your zone partners. If you're out there doing that, not paying attention to the radio, somebody, there's something that happens, they need your help.
Yes.
You said she was on the couch. How do you pronounce it? Kik or Kik?
It's K-I-K. I'll just call it Kik, I guess.
That's fair.
But,
I'm somewhat familiar with it. And I also know that it's not uncommon, even based on what she told us, that, for men to enter her chat or to be allowed into the window, because there's, 5 or 6 people,
Yes.
and they show their penis. So what is she doing on Kik? What was she doing on the couch? Was she clothed?
she was clothed.
Oh, okay. But you don't remember what she was talking about? Or?
No.
Okay.
She wore like a top or something. It wasn't like a bra, but it was just a regular casual top. But yeah, she was clothed. 100%.
Did she ever ask for money or favorites?
No.
Are you familiar with what favorites are on Kik?
Is the gifts or whatever?
Yeah.
No, she never asked me.
Okay.
No.
It's a way to get
Points or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. She never asked me. I've never ever given money on kick at all. Ever.
Okay.
So it's just.
You mentioned that you have a porn addiction. I mean, is this something that you're watching on your phone every night that you're working, or?
No, just at home. And may I further elaborate on that?
Sure.
I've been on this addiction thing for the past year and a half. And I have literally watched so much porn that it stopped affecting me because I've watched so much of it. And so therefore, I went on to this next step of, you know what? This porn thing ain't doing for me now because I've literally watched so much of it. And I want to just like talk to people on chat. I'm not trying to use the word excitement, but somewhere around that window. But yeah. So, since this was brought up last Tuesday, I've been cold turkey ever since. My wife is aware of this. Of course, I'm going to tell my wife, 100%. Tell my wife, she's very upset, distraught. But we're both in counseling together in Maitland. We'll have our second session, I think May 28th. And it involves porn addiction and infidelity. So, apologize because I have tainted the badge. I've tainted my department. I've tainted myself and what's one of the worst things is that I've drugged my wife in it too, and it hurts. I have told myself months and months and months that I was going to stop doing this. And I've stopped doing it, but unfortunately it came down to this incident, unfortunately. So, yeah, but this is me apologizing to her. I apologize to the accuser, or not the accuser, I'm sorry, to the person that filed this complaint for what I did. I did this in full uniform, in my police car, while on the clock. It's unacceptable.
What are your thoughts on why did she complain on you?
Because I do remember during our conversation that she was afraid of the police. I never asked why, but she's like, I don't really talk to police officers. So maybe she was scared in that aspect. I don't know.
In closing, is there anything else that I have not asked you that you wanted to say that may be relevant to this investigation?
Not to my knowledge, no, sir.
Upon conclusion of this investigation, you will be notified in writing the disposition of the case. Officer Maury Preston, you are instructed not to discuss the matter with anyone other than your attorney and yourself. You understand what I have just read to you?
Yes, sir.
All right, this is going to conclude the interview. The time is 4:49 p.m.